Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video isn't going to be makeup related. It's just kind of a weight loss, weight gain story, like from beginning to now. And I've been doing these what I eat in a day videos, and it's more of to keep me in check and to keep me accountable. And I know some people like watching them too. I watch other videos that show ideas on what to eat, because sometimes if you're trying to lose weight and you don't know where to start, you don't know what kind of foods to eat, and everybody works differently. So depending on your body type, depends on what kind of food that you should be eating to lose weight. And I find the best way to do it is just to eat a balanced diet. There's no fad diets. They just don't work for the long term. So I got my notes here to stay on track. I'm going to try to keep this under 15 minutes, but we shall see. So through my childhood, I was not overweight. I was actually very skinny. And then I hit puberty, so things started filling in. My hips got wider, my chest got bigger, just typical puberty stuff for girls. And I got bullied a lot. I got called fat. I got called all kinds of names in high school and middle school. I was bullied quite a lot. And now that I look back on it, I wasn't even overweight, because I was like about 165, 175, and I'm 6 foot tall. And I was very athletic. I played softball all the time. I played soccer. I played basketball. I played football with like my friends outside of school. And so it was just a very traumatizing time for me. And so it made me feel very insecure about myself. And then I met my ex-husband when I was 18, and I was about 170, 175, and I was in a size like 14, 16, which is not a bad size for being 6 foot tall and just having a large frame. So I was fine with my body at that point. I got into a place where I was comfortable with my body, and I didn't overeat, and I was just fine. Well, then comes my pregnancy with my daughter. So when I was pregnant with my daughter, I didn't have a lot of, how should I say this, like education or guide, no one to guide me through what I should be eating while I'm pregnant. So my assumption was, I'm eating for two, I should eat more. So I was eating so much crap. And I gained about 60 pounds with my daughter. And after I had her, I was like, okay, I'm going to go walking. I'm going to go exercising every day and just walk with her in the stroller. And I didn't do it. I just stayed at home. Had very bad postpartum depression, and it was really bad. And so I just started eating continuously. I was still eating like I was pregnant. So then I gained more weight, and I probably gained 70 pounds total at this point. So I was about 250-ish pounds. I didn't really weigh myself because I was scared to look at the scale. And then I got pregnant with my son, and I had a little bit more guidance with him because I had him in another county. And so they had this program where you can go to the gym, and it was specifically set up for people who are pregnant. So I worked out through the entire pregnancy. I only gained 20 pounds with him, and he was a little over 8 pounds. So I lost all the weight from him. So I'm still 70 pounds overweight from when I was before I had Sophia. So then my marriage was I'm not going to get too much detail, but it wasn't pleasant. And I became an emotional eater, and I ate more and I gained more. Then fast forward, I got divorced and became depressed and just didn't really care about myself very much. I didn't love myself, and I just continued to eat, and I gained more weight. So then in 2008, I got up to 321 pounds. And I knew that I needed to do something. I'm over 300 pounds. That's not good. So I was having joint problems, back problems. I had sleep apnea. Fortunately, I wasn't pre-diabetic, but just the other comorbidities that I had, it was just not good. So I decided to research into lap band surgery. So I went and did a consultation and went to a couple conferences just to get some more information about it. And so that was in December of 2008. And then I said, well, let me just try to do this on my own. So I did like the Slim Fast, I did the Weight Watchers, I did the Biggest Loser. And each time I did those, I lost like 30 pounds. But then I only did it for a while and then I stopped doing it. And I gained the weight back. So I said, okay, I need to go and seriously consider this lap band surgery. So in December 2009, I got my lap band surgery. And I lost about 50 or 60 pounds within the first 7 months. And then I started plateauing. So I signed up at a gym and I went like 7 days a week. I went to work. As soon as I came home, I went to the gym. It was all I did. Didn't do anything else besides go to the gym. And it was just like an addiction for me. So I got down to 218 pounds. So I lost 103 pounds. And at that moment in time, that's when I finally felt like I was okay with my body weight. I wanted to be 195 and I was working towards that, but I was fine. I was comfortable in my skin. I felt very confident. And I felt very good. Well, then I met Michael in 2010. So we've been together for a little bit over 4 years. And so I met him, and at that time he really liked to eat. And the problem with me is I'm a follower. Not now so much. I've learned not to do that. But he would eat and then I would eat. And I don't blame him at all. It's totally my fault. So I was eating and I gained like 10 or 15 pounds. I was no big deal. Well, then I started having back problems and it got really bad to the point where I couldn't walk. And so once it got to that point and I was crying in pain every night, I finally went to a orthopedic surgeon. And that's when they told me that I had a herniated disc, and then the one above that one, because it was the disc, I don't remember the numbers, it was the bottom disc that herniated, and then the one above it was bulging, and then they said I had mild scoliosis, which I already knew that from when I was younger, and so they said you're going to need surgery. So I got the surgery, and what they did was, since I was in my 30s, they said that 9 out of 10 people this procedure works, and so all they do is they remove the herniated section of the disc and then hope that the part that's still in there will heal back and regenerate itself, and then I'll be fine. Well, I was that one person that it didn't work for, and so about 3 or 4 weeks after that surgery, it reherniated, and it was even worse. So they said the next thing we're going to have to do is we're going to do the screws and the rods. So that surgery, I was in the hospital for a week, and I lost 12 pounds in the hospital, and then when I got out, I was very limited as far as physical activity for the first year after the surgery, because they did like the bone grafting where it fuses together, and so it takes about a year. So I couldn't really do a lot of physical activity, and so that depressed me even more. So I ended up gaining about 50 pounds within that year. Yeah, I gained about 50 pounds. And they finally cleared me for physical activity, and they said I could do whatever I wanted within, you know, whatever I felt was comfortable. So 6 or 7 months ago, I decided to join the Beachbody program and do the 21-day fix. And so I did one round and I lost a couple of pounds, and then I did a second round and I lost a couple more, and then I took a break for the holidays. So it was like Christmas, Thanksgiving. I stopped working out, so then I gained half of that weight back. And then I said, screw this. I'm tired of feeling like crap and being tired and yada, yada, yada. And so I got back on 21-day fix. And so I just finished the 3rd round of it. And then I started the new round today because I took a week off of it. I just still did physical activity. And so what I'm doing now is I'm just making sure I'm eating a balanced diet. I'm trying to eat clean. On the weekends, it's a little bit harder. I do drink, but I don't drink that much. You just have to find a balance, really, of just eating the right foods at the right times. I try not to eat any carbs after 6 o'clock. I limit my carbs. I make sure the carbs that I'm eating are good carbs. So if I want bread, I'll just eat a piece of wheat bread. I'll cook brown rice, quinoa, wheat pasta, but I limit those. So, lost my train of thought here. So yeah, so basically that's what I'm doing. And so I try to work out 6 times a week doing something. And so lately I've been doing the running, and I've noticed since I've been working out more and doing a lot of strength training that I'm running for a longer period of time. And I just get my ass up in the morning and I just do it. And the sooner you do it, then the sooner you get it out of the way. And then you just have to keep yourself aware. I mean, you really do have to keep yourself aware about what you're eating and putting into your mouth. And then the real important thing is drinking water. You're supposed to drink whatever your body weight is, divide that in half, and that's how many ounces of water you should be drinking. So I'm drinking between 100 and 125 ounces right now of water. And so that brings me to my journal. It's not a journal, it's a planner. So I got this planner, and I just kind of set myself up for the week. What do I want to do with, like, working out? And if you haven't worked out in a while and it's new to you, I would start slowly. I would just kind of like just do like maybe just some walking every day for 30. You need to do about 30 minutes to an hour of physical activity. I think that's 4 to 5 days a week at minimum. And then you need to take at least 1 rest day at minimum. So like me, I take 2 rest days, but 1 rest day is a full rest day with no physical activity. I still do my stretches. I stretch every morning. But my cardio, I take 2 days off for that. So the full rest day is cardio, and then one of the other days I still do some strength training. And so I just keep a log of my workouts here, and that just keeps me in check. And then really important to me is the drinking of the water. If you don't drink enough water, your body, when it's dehydrated, it makes you think that you're hungry, but you're really not. You're dehydrated. So the best advice for me is balance your food. So, you know, eat the right amount of vegetables, eat the right amount of protein, eat the right amount of fruits. You are supposed to have, you know, pasta or grains, but you got to have whole grains, and you need to limit those. And take your vitamins and then drink your water. And so if you do that, it gets easier. And I would say if you can tough it out for 2 weeks, you'll get it all out of your system. Like the junk cravings and the mental, it's a mental thing too. It's seriously a mental thing. And I can tell you that I've lost 14 pounds in the last 3 or 4 months. And so I'm trying to get real serious about it now. But just losing that 14 pounds, like I have so much energy. Like last night, I only got about 6 hours of sleep. I was up this morning, got my workout done, getting my laundry done, getting my schoolwork done. You just feel better overall mentally. And I figured that I would just do this video. I know it's a personal video, but all of us that are struggling with weight loss and have just struggled with weight problems and obesity for a really long time, we all have to start somewhere, and we all have our story, and we all came from somewhere. And you just have to love yourself, and you need to do it for you. So when you decide to make that plunge to get to a healthier you, do whatever you need to do to motivate you. So for me, my motivation is if I don't work out today or I don't stretch today, I'm going to feel like crap later on. And I don't want to feel like crap later on. And after I work out, I just have energy throughout the entire day. So that's what motivates me. And I know some people that what they'll do is they keep a picture of them, like a picture that someone's taken of them that shows them or what made them realize they needed to lose weight. And I used to do that too. But I don't do that anymore. I just, like I said before, that's how I motivate myself. And the water drinking thing, that is a hard thing to do too. You have to force yourself to drink the water. And then after a while you get used to it. And yeah, you might have to pee every 15-20 minutes, but your bladder eventually adapts to it, and then that stops happening. But you just have to make yourself drink water. And when I drink my 125 ounces a day, I just feel like so hydrated. My skin's better. My joints don't hurt. And so when I think about that, that's what motivates me. And then just tell yourself every day that you're doing it for you. You want to feel better about yourself. You want to love yourself more. You want to live longer. And especially if you have kids, you want to be around for your kids. You want to be around for your grandkids. And I'm just to the point where I'm rambling now. But yeah, that's about it. So I hope you guys found that this video was helpful. If you have any tips that you can provide to anybody or myself on what you do to lose weight in a healthy way, and what you eat and how you work out, just put that down in the comments below, or even link your video down below. I'd love to check it out. I watch health related videos all the time. That's how I do my research on how I want to work out. And that's how I do my research when I learn what stretches I needed to do in order to run for longer periods of time without injuring myself. And that's about it. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed and you feel like subscribing, go ahead and do it. If not, that's okay too. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.